peace and growing unity in the local community regarding this issue. February 2025. Demonstrations and clashes occur at the West Quranatu oil field in Al-Basra, Iraq. The protesters, primarily from the Al-Faga district, demand employment opportunities, improved services, a border crossing with Iran, and the establishment of a hospital, among other requests. After storming security blockades and skirmishing with security forces 300 meters away, 3 demonstrators were injured. The protesters have threatened to escalate if their demands are not met. February 7, 2025, a group of women activists from Shift 101 held a protest outside the U.S. consulate in Jerusalem, located within the Judean mountains. The demonstration was initiated to express solidarity with hostages still being held in Gaza, calling for their immediate release. This action underscores the ongoing concern and commitment of these activists towards ensuring peace and human rights in the region. 7th February 2025 witnessed demonstrations in the Jordanian region of Al-Mafraq, also known as Kasabat Al-Mafraq, in response to recent statements from both the United States and Israel regarding the potential displacement of Palestinians residing in the Gaza Strip. The protests were a show of solidarity with King Abdullah II's stance against any measures that could lead to Palestinian displacement. A mix of popular groups, political parties, tribal associations, and Palestinian refugees participated in these public displays. 7th of February, 2025, Jordanian residents in Aqaba, the coastal city governorate, staged peaceful protests against recent statements from the United States and Israel regarding the potential displacement of Palestinians in Gaza. The demonstrations echoed King Abdullah II's stance on refusing such calls for Palestinian displacement. Additionally, protesters condemned Israel's aspirations to resolve the Palestinian conflict by ending their pursuit of a state. This unified show of support saw participation from popular groups, political parties, and tribal organizations. On February 7, 2025, citizens of Jordan gathered in the Irbid Governorate to protest against recent statements by the United States and Israel advocating for Palestinian displacement from the Gaza Strip. The protests were a show of solidarity with King Abdullah II's stance opposing such displacement calls. A diverse mix of popular groups, political parties, and tribal organizations participated in these demonstrations. 7th February 2025 witnessed demonstrations in the historical city of Jerash, Jordan, over statements by the US and Israel regarding potential displacement of Palestinians from Gaza. The protests supported King Abdullah II's stance against such calls. Various Jordanian groups, including popular movements, political parties, tribal organizations, and Palestinian refugees, joined in this show of solidarity. 7th February 2025 witnessed large-scale protests in the Amman Governorate, Jordan, following recent statements from the US and Israel advocating for the displacement of Palestinians residing in the Gaza Strip. The demonstrations were a public display of solidarity with King Abdullah II's stance against Palestinian relocation proposals. A diverse range